seen from, if impedance seen from this side means what? Z3 plus these two parallel. What will you get? Z3 plus Z1 Z2 divided by Z1 plus Z2. Okay, take the LCM. Zn is equal to Z1 Z3 plus Z2 Z3 plus Z1 Z2 divided by Z1 plus Z2. Z1 plus Z2. So now what is that? We can write it. Zn we got it. So once we get the Zn, now go for the Norton's equivalent circuit. Norton's equivalent circuit. Okay, right? This is your IN. Madam. Okay. IN. This is your IN. And in parallel with that, we have Zn. And this is your load terminal A, B. Now you connect the load, and I will have to prove that same IL. This is ZL. This is your IL. IL using the original circuit, we got this one, equation number 1. Now I am replacing this whole complicated circuit, linear, bilateral, multi-source network. I am replacing by a current source in parallel with an impedance. Then you find out the IL. If you get the same IL, the meaning of that one is what? This complicated circuit can be replaced by a current source in parallel with an impedance. That's what the meaning of it, right? So now what you should do? Go for the simplification. Now, what is IL? IL from that, IL is equal to what? IL is equal to, now you do see the total current coming here is IN. This is divided here. IL is equal to total current IN into resistance in the other branch. IL is equal to total current IN into resistance in the other branch is what? Zn divided by total impedance. Total impedance is what? Zn plus ZL. Zn plus ZL. Now you substitute for IN and Zn. Okay, right. IL is equal to IN. IN is what? VZ2 divided by Z1 Z2 plus Z1 Z2 plus Z2 Z3 plus Z3 Z1. This is your IN into Zn. Zn we should find out right now. IN we got it. VZ2 IN we got it. Next I'll have to write Zn. Zn is what? Zn is Z1 Z2 rearranged. Z2 Z3 plus Z3 Z1 divided by Z1 plus Z2. This is your IN into Zn, the whole divided by, this is your IL is equal to whole divided by, what is that we have? Zn plus ZL. Zn is nothing but what? Z1 Z2 plus Z2 Z3 plus Z3 Z1 whole divided by Z1 plus Z2 plus ZL. So this one IN, Zn I have substituted. Now what is that you should do? Take the LCM. IL is equal to okay, right. This one Z1 Z2 Z3, this one is gets cancelled and this is gets cancelled, and what is left out? VZ2 divided by Z1 plus Z2 whole divided by Z1 Z2 plus Z2 Z3 plus Z3 Z1 plus, take the LCM. What is that? Z1 ZL plus Z2 ZL whole divided by Z1 plus ZL. Z1 plus ZL. Z1 plus ZL. Z1 plus Z2. Sorry, Z1 plus Z2. plus Z2. Okay, right. This Z1 plus Z2 gets cancelled. Therefore, IL is equal to VZ2 divided by Z1 Z2 plus Z2 Z3 plus Z3 Z1 plus Z1 ZL plus Z2 ZL. Z2 ZL. Call this as equation number 2. If you see this IL using Norton circuit, IL using original circuit. If you see this one, for 1 is equal to, from 1 and 2, we can say that 1 is equal to 2. That means whatever the IL flowing with the original circuit is same as that. If you replace it, that complicated circuit by a Norton's equivalent, then also you will get the same current. Therefore, hence the proof. That's what we need to show it. And in this, Zn and Zth in Thevenin same, and first part of IL, that is also same. Only Norton's equivalent and Norton's equivalent is different, right? So that's what the proof of the Norton's theorem. This also will ask for the exam, ask in the examination for 6 marks. State and prove Norton's theorem, state and prove Thevenin's theorem. Now we shall move on to a few problems on this concept. Okay, right. So now we'll move on to the problems with Thevenins and Nortons. Both will be there. Okay, right. So the question is something like this: find Thevenin's equivalent for the network shown. Equivalent circuit for the network shown. So it is something like this. Across the terminal AB, and here we have 2 amps, 10 ohms, 10 volts, and this is 1 amp, 20 ohms, this is 10 ohms. Okay, right. Now I'll have to find out what are the steps involved. See, carefully observe that these problems are very, very important. All problems will follow the same method. Okay, right. First, what is that? See, any current source in parallel with a series resistance can be replaced by a voltage source in series with the resistance. Here also, this also converted to, both of them converted into voltage source, so that the simplification becomes very easy. So I'll rewrite the diagram. A resistance, a voltage source in series with the resistance, one more voltage source plus minus in series with the resistance. The terminal A, B. So here R mark is this side, minus plus. Here R mark is upside, therefore plus minus. The resistance is 10 ohms. This is also 10 ohms. This is 20 ohms. This is okay. What is the voltage? V is equal to I into R. 10 into 2, 20 volts. And V is equal to I into R. 20 into 1, 20 volts. Okay, right. Now 10 volts. First step is what? To find VTH. To find VTH, Thevenin's equivalent, you should find out. First step. Step number 1. Step 1. Okay, right. VTH is nothing but what? Which is the open circuit voltage seen from the load terminals, we said. Open circuit voltage seen from the load terminals. Okay, right. If that is the case, find out this. See, if you want to find out this voltage, you have to find out the current flowing through this one. Therefore, I call this as I. KVL you apply. I. So what is that we have? Minus 10 into I, minus to plus 20, minus 10 into I, plus to minus is minus 20, and what is that we have? Minus 20 into I plus 10 is equal to 0. Minus 20 into I plus 10 is equal to 0. Minus 20 plus 20 gets cancelled. Minus 10i, minus 10i, minus 10i, minus 20i, minus 40i is equal to minus 10. Therefore, I is equal to 0.25 amps. 0.25 amps. Now, find out the VTH. VTH is equal to, VTH is the voltage across this one. So, go from here to here. That is the voltage. How will you find out? So, current flowing through this is I. So, against you are going. Therefore, what is that we have? VTH is 20I. Minus to plus is plus. If you want to find out the potential between any 2 points, you'll have to go from the lower to highest. So, against if you are going plus, minus to plus is plus, plus 20, which is nothing but equal to VTH is equal to 20 into 0.25 plus 20, which is nothing but equal to 0.25 into 20 is what? 5 plus 20, 25 volts. Correct, madam? 25 volts. VTH is equal to 25 volts. Okay, right. Next, second step is what? Step 2. Step 2, to find ZTH. ZTH is nothing but what? As I said, ZTH is the open circuit impedance seen from the load terminals, keeping all the sources 0. Voltage sources are made 0 by short circuiting. If at all, if you have current sources, and it is replaced by open circuit. So now here, see this one, here we have converted into voltage source. Now we have only voltage source. Therefore, what you should do? This is 0, this is 0, this is 0, and voltage source are made 0 by short circuiting. Therefore, we can write it as one resistance, one more resistance, one more resistance, and parallel with this. This is your ZTH, and this is 20, this is 10, this is 10. Now, what is that we have? ZTH is equal to, these two are series, 10 plus 10, 20. This 20 is parallel with this 20. So, two equal resistance parallel with this one, parallel. What is that we have? The equivalent will be half of it. Therefore, 10 ohms. No need to calculate that. See, these two are parallel. 10 plus 10, 20. 20 parallel with 20. Two equal resistance are parallel. Equivalent will be half of it. Therefore, we will get 10. So, step 3. Step 3. Step 3 is what? To write Thevenin's equivalent. To write Thevenin's equivalent. How will you do? Any complicated circuit can be replaced by a voltage source in series with an impedance ZTH, and this is VTH with the terminal AB. This is your Norton's, what is Thevenin's equivalent circuit. So VTH is equal to how much? 25 volts, and ZTH is equal to how much? 10 ohms. That's all. No? This is the Thevenin's equivalent circuit. A complicated circuit is replaced by a voltage source in series with an impedance ZTH. That's what the meaning of it, right? That's how we should do it. Now let us move on to one more problem. Okay, right. So next he has asked like this: obtain Thevenin's equivalent as well as Norton's equivalent across the load terminal. Problem number 2, we can write this way. Plus minus 4 volts This is RL, 8 ohms, 3 ohms, 4 volts, 1 amp, 2 ohms, 2 ohms. Okay, right. Now, this is the load terminal, RL. Right. Now, what is that is asking? Right, find Thevenin's and Norton's equivalent. Both we should find out in this. In the examination, they will ask any one of them. In this, just to learn the learning sake, I have taken both of them in a single problem. Okay, right? So now first we should go for Thevenin's. Thevenin's. Before that, before going to the Thevenin's, we can simplify to a certain extent. Any resistance in parallel with the voltage source will become redundant. This we can remove it as it is. Any resistance in series with the current source also will become redundant. This is correct. Resistance in series with the current source become short circuit. This will become open circuit. Rewrite that and remove the load and write down the Thevenin's. What is that? To find VTH. To find VTH. First step. Step number 1. Step 1. So what I do is plus minus 1 resistance, and we have a current source, and there is a resistance open circuited. This is the terminal A, B. So open, remove the load and because if you want to find out VTH, you will have to open circuit it, because its statement says that one. VTH is the open circuit impedance, open circuit voltage seen from the load terminals with all sources active. That means we have to, the 4 sources should exist. This is 1 amp. This is 4 volts. This is 3 ohms. This is 8 ohms. Now, this is open circuit, no current will flow, and whatever the voltage is there now, whatever the voltage here, the same voltage will be there. How will you find out that? This is a very interesting problem. Carefully you should observe that. So what is that you should do? Find out the VTH and apply KVL. And current, since this is open, current source is in the perimeter of the network, no need to calculate anything. I is equal to 1 amps. Directly we will get it as I is equal to 1 amps. Now, how will you find out VTH? VTH is the open circuit voltage seen from the load terminal. That means you have to go from here to here. But current source is there, I cannot go this way. Therefore, I will have to go from here to here and to get the VTH. Now start from the point B. Go here, minus to plus, plus 4. Same direction, minus 3i. Minus 3i. Okay, right. And what about the current flowing here? 0. Because current is 0, still voltage exists. Current is 0. So because current will not flow through this one, because it is open circuited. Therefore, what is that we have? 4 minus to plus is 4, minus 3 into I is, that is your VTH, which is equal to 4 minus 3 into I. I is how much? I we got it as 1. Therefore, VTH is equal to 1 volt. VTH is equal to 1 volt. Next, step 2. Step 2. To find ZTH. To find ZTH. How will you find out ZTH? ZTH is the open circuit impedance seen from the load terminals. Now what we have? And this is short circuited and current source is open circuited. This is your ZTH. A, B. And this is 8 ohms. This is 3 ohms. This is open circuited. This is short circuited. So this is nothing but what? These two are series. So ZTH directly will get it as 8 plus 3. It is 11 ohms ZTH. Next, Thevenin's equivalent. Thevenin's equivalent. Thevenin's equivalent is what? A voltage source in series with an impedance. ZTH and VTH. VTH is equal to how much? 1 volt. And ZTH is equal to what? 11 ohms across the terminal AB. This is your Thevenin's equivalent. So, what is that we have? Okay, right. Now we shall go for the Norton's equivalent. So that is your Thevenin's equivalent. Similarly, Norton's equivalent. Second one, Norton's equivalent. Norton's equivalent. Step 1, what is that you should do? Step 1, to find IN. What is that Norton's theorem says? Any linear bilateral multi-source network with the terminal AB can be replaced by a current source in parallel with an impedance, he said. IN is nothing but short circuit current, he said. So now you take up the original circuit, this one you take it, plus, minus, simplified circuit is available now, that itself you take it. And now what you should do is, this is short circuited. And this current I will call it as IN. IN is nothing but what? Short circuit current flowing through load terminals, keeping all the sources active. All the sources active means we'll have to consider them. What is that? 4 volts, 1 amp, 3 ohms, 8 ohms. Now you find out IN. How will you find out IN? Go for the KVL. This is your I1, this is your I2, and this is equal to, what is this one? This is I1 minus I2, I1 minus I2. KVL, okay. There is a super mesh. There is a super mesh here. Super mesh, because current source is common between mesh 1 and 2. Therefore, what is that? You can write it I1 minus I2. I1 minus I2 is 1. Call this as equation number 1. Now, KVL to super mesh from the network. This is from the network. KVL to super mesh. KVL to super mesh. KVL to super mesh. KVL to super mesh. Start from this point. Minus 3 I1 minus 8 I1 I2 plus 4 is equal to 0. Plus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, minus 3 I1 minus 8 I2 is equal to minus 4. Minus minus all cancel. Call this as equation number 2. You will get simultaneous equation. Solve the simultaneous equation. Tell me the values of I1 and I2. I1 is what? No, ಬೇರೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬರೀತೀನಿ ಇದು ನೋಡೋಣ. I1 minus I2 is equal to 1 amps ಅಲ್ಲ? Okay, right. No. 1 minus right. 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 I1 I2 is equal to 1 minus 1 1 3 8 4. Okay, how much is that I1? 1.09 amps. I2 0.09 amps is the right answer. Okay, right. Now what is IN? Now IN is equal to what? IN is equal to, this IN is nothing but I2 only now. IN is equal to I2 is equal to 0.09 amps. IN we got it. Okay, right. What about ZTH? ZTH. So here Zn you will have to find out. Zn is nothing but ZTH only. Same thing. ZTH is equal to Zn. No need to calculate separately. So ZTH is Zn is equal to, which is nothing but ZTH, which is the open circuit impedance for both Thevenin's and Norton's. It is same. Zn is equal to ZTH, which is the open circuit impedance, which is equal to 11 ohms. Now Norton's equivalent, you should write it. Norton's equivalent. No need to do once again here. So Norton's equivalent is what? A current source in parallel with an impedance Zn across the terminal AB. Zn is what? 11 ohms. And this is nothing but what? IN is what? 0.09 amps. Okay, right. So this is your IN. Now you see this one. A voltage source in series with an impedance 1 volt in series with 11 amps, 11 ohms is there. Okay, you convert voltage source into current source. That means in the Thevenin's equivalent, if you convert voltage source into current source, you will get Norton's equivalent. So Thevenin's equivalent, if you convert it, you will get Norton's. You can check it out too. Okay, any voltage source in series with an impedance can be replaced by what? A current source in parallel with an impedance, we said. So therefore, what is that we can do? This one can be IN is VTH is equal to, what is that we have? IN. This equivalent you try out, you will get the same circuit, you will get it. What is that we can write it? Current source in parallel with an impedance. Impedance will remain same, as you all know. What is this one? 11 ohms, you will get it. And this current is nothing but equal to 1 divided by 11. How much is that? I is equal to V by R. 0.09, you will get it. That means if you convert Thevenin's into Thevenin circuit into a voltage source in series with an impedance, then you will get a current source in parallel with an impedance. Therefore, Thevenin's will become Norton's. Or if you can see a current source in parallel with an impedance can be replaced by what? Voltage source in series with an impedance. This you convert it, then you will get the Norton's Thevenin's equivalent. So therefore, a voltage source and current source can be replaced. What is that? Conversion, if you do it, then Thevenin's will become Norton and Norton's will become Thevenin. That's what you can understand from this one, right? So now this is the concept of Thevenin's and Norton's with a problem, both. Now let us move on to one more problem. Okay. Now, let us move on to one more problem. The question in the examination, you can find this kind of questions. Using Thevenin's theorem, find the current flowing through RL is equal to 6 ohms for the network shown in figure, he said. Okay, right? Circuit will be something like this. A voltage source in series with a resistance, a current source in parallel with a resistance, and in series with a resistance and a voltage source, plus minus. And this is your RL, which is equal to 6 ohms across the terminal AB. This is 5 volts, 2 ohms, 4 ohms, 5 amps, 4 ohms, and this is 4 volts. Okay, the question is like this. So, find the current flowing through RL is equal to 6 ohms using Thevenin's theorem, he said. Okay, how will you do that? So that means you should not use directly KVL and all, you should not find out. If you find out, you will not get marks. You may get the answer. You will have to write the Thevenin's equivalent, then you will have to connect the load and you will have to find out the current. Now, a current source in parallel with a resistance can be converted into, simplify the circuit diagram, plus minus to find VTH. To find VTH, that is the first step, step 1. And a current source in parallel with a resistance can be converted into a resistance in series with a voltage source, plus minus, and a resistance and a voltage source, plus minus. You make it open now. After finding the equivalent circuit, connect the RL is equal to 6 ohm, find the current, right? So this is 5 volts, this is 2 ohms, this is 4 ohms, this is 4 volts, and resistance 4 ohms, and V is equal to I into R, 5 into 4, 20 volts, and this is 2 ohms. Now you find out VTH. This is very interesting. Carefully you should observe that. Terminals, across the terminals AB. Now, apply the KVL and find out only one loop. This is open circuit, no current will flow. Now, what is that? IL. Start from this point. Same direction. Minus I. Sorry, it's not IL. I. Minus 4 into I. Minus 4 into I. Minus 4 into I. Minus 4. Plus to minus. Minus 20. Minus to plus. Plus 4 is equal to 0. Minus 4. Minus 4. Minus 8I. Minus 20 plus 4. Minus 20 plus 4 is minus 16, minus 16 transfer to right hand side, plus 16. So this is 2. Therefore, I is equal to minus 2 amps. I is equal to minus 2 amps. Now, find out VTH. VTH is equal to find VTH, what you should do? I will have to go from B to A. Okay, right. Minus to plus, plus 20. Next, against, plus 4 into I. Carefully observe. 4 into I. Next, here, no current will flow. If no current is flow, this will not be considered. But this voltage source we will have to consider, because current may be 0, voltage exists. Therefore, what is that we have? Plus minus, plus to minus is minus 5. We should be very much careful. Sir, current will not flow. Why we should consider? Current will be, for open circuit, current will not flow. Voltage will be there. So therefore, what is that? You can write it 20 plus 4 into I is what? Minus 2 minus 5. Okay, right. 20 minus 5, 15. 15, 4 into 2, so minus 8. Okay. 15 minus 8 is, how much is that? 15 minus 8 is 7 volts. VTH is equal to 7 volts. VTH is equal to 7 volts. You will get it. Correct, Allah? Okay, right. VTH, we got it. Next. To find ZTH. To find ZTH. How to find ZTH? Step number 2. Step number 2. ZTH is what? Open circuit impedance. Open circuit impedance keeping all the sources 0. All the sources 0. This is your ZTH. Okay, what is the resistance? 2 ohms, 4 ohms, 4 ohms. If the impedance seen from the terminals A and B, very simple one. ZTH is equal to this side, if you see it, 2 ohms. Next, 4 parallel with 4. 4 parallel with 4 is how much? 4 parallel with 4 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4 ohms. So ZTH is equal to 4 ohms. Next, third step. Third step is to write Thevenin's equivalent. Thevenin's equivalent, and to find IL, load current. That means find the current flowing through. This is your IL. This one you should. Now I'll replace the complicated circuit by Thevenin's equivalent. So a voltage source in series with an impedance. We can write it. In this we can write it as resistance. What is the value? 4 ohms. And this is 7 volts. Across the terminal, 7 volts. Across the terminal A and B. Now you connect the load. Load is, what is that load? Load which we have removed here. So now you connect it. Now I have found the Thevenin's equivalent. I will connect the RL. So connect RL. 6 ohms. 6 ohms, we got it. Right? Now you find out IL. IL. This is your IL. Okay, right. IL is equal to what? You can apply KVL. Minus 4 IL minus 6 IL plus 7 is equal to 0. Minus 4 IL minus 6 IL plus 7 is equal to 0. Minus 10 IL is equal to minus 7. Therefore, IL is equal to 0.7 amps. That's how we should find out the current flowing through load resistance using Thevenin's equivalent. I'll continue for 1 more hour and we shall solve many more problems. Correct. Now we shall check it with some of the examination problems, if at all, if it is available. Oh, great. The question is something like this. Find the current through, the question is something like this. Find the current through 1 ohm resistor connected between the terminals A and B using Thevenin's theorem. That's what the question is. Okay, right? So how to do that? So write down the circuit diagram first. A current source. In parallel with that, there is a resistance and there is a voltage source minus plus. Two ohms, 3 ohms, 1 amp. This is A, this is B. So 1 ohm resistor, we have to connect it and to find out the current flowing through that. So he has not written there, but he has said that find the current through 1 ohm resistor which is connected across the terminal AB. That means you can connect afterwards and we'll identify using Thevenin's. That's what the question is. Now, how to find out this? This voltage source value is 1 volt. Okay, this is current source in parallel with the resistance can be converted into voltage source. First step is to find VTH. Minus plus because arrow mark is downwards. Okay, right? And there is a voltage source here. Minus plus. And this resistance. A, B. You should be very much careful. See, this is from this point. 2 ohms. And this is 3 ohms. And this is 2 ohms. This is 1 volt. This is 2 ohm. Okay. Now. What is that we have? We'll have to find out this voltage between these 2 points. This is your VTH. First you find out the current. You apply KVL. This you call it as I1. This you call it as I2. Okay, right. Now, if you want, you can write it. This is not required here. I1 minus I2. Okay, now what I should do? Start from this point and write down the KVL. KVL to loop 1. KVL to loop 1. KVL to loop 1. What is that we have? Minus 2I1. Minus 2I1. Plus 2 minus is minus 1. Plus 2 minus is minus. Okay, right. Voltage source value is what? I into V is equal to I into or 3 into 1. 3 volts. So plus 2 minus is minus 3. And same direction. Minus 3I1 is equal to 0. Minus 3 minus 2 minus 5I1 is equal to minus 1 minus is equal to 4. Therefore, I1 is equal to minus 4 by 5. How much is that? 0.8, minus 0.8 amps. Minus 0.8 amps, you will get it. I1, we got it. KVL to loop 2. KVL to loop 2. Okay, right. Start from this point, or you can start from this. If you start from this one, minus to plus, plus 1, and minus 2I2, minus 2I2, and minus 2I2 is equal to 0. 1 minus 4I2 is equal to 0. So therefore, minus 4I2 is equal to minus 1. Therefore, I2 is equal to 0.25 amps. Now, to find VTH, VTH is equal to what? How will you find out VTH? VTH means what? We have to go from here to here. which is the direction. You can go from here, and you can go this way, or you can go from here, you can go this way, or you can go from here, this way. Any path you can go from it, you will get the same answer. Now I'll take the easiest path. I'll go from here to here, you'll get the same answer, right? VTH is equal to against plus 2I2 and against plus 2I1. You will get it as 2 into I2. I2 is what? 0.25 plus 2 into I1 is minus 0.8. How much is this? 0.25 into 2 minus 1.1 volts. VTH is equal to minus 1.1 volts. Okay, right. Next, to find out ZTH. To find ZTH. ZTH means what? Is the impedance seen from the load terminal, right? So make all the voltage sources 0. A, B. This source I made 0. 1, 2, 3, 4 resistance I can return. 2, 3, 2, 2. 2 ohms, 3 ohms, 2 ohms, and 2 ohms. Okay, right. These two are shorted. These two are shorted means this point and this point are same. Therefore, these two will become parallel, and these two will become parallel. I can rewrite it as this and this are same point. No, you compress it. So therefore, what will you get? You will get two resistors parallel. One is 3 ohm and this is 2 ohm. Next one, these two are parallel. This is 2, this is 2. This is shorted. That is what we have shown here. Now, 2 parallel with, what is that? 2 parallel with 3 divided by 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 parallel with 2 is what? 1. So therefore, this is your ZTH. ZTH is equal to, what is ZTH? ZTH is equal to 3 into 2, 6. So 6 by 5 plus 1. How much is this? 2.21 ohms. 2.2 ohms you will get it ZTH. Now Thevenin's equivalent you write down. Step 3, Thevenin's equivalent, and to find IL, So Thevenin's equivalent plus minus one series with one resistance A, B. Okay, this is 2.2 ohms and VTH is how much? Minus 1.1 volts, minus 1.1. You keep it as it, don't change the direction. So negative is there, I don't change it. While substituting it, substitute as it is. This is your VTH. This is your ZTH. Now, what is that he said? Find the current flowing through the load resistance RL, which is connected with, the value is 1 ohm, he said, but he has not given the circuit. But he said that in the question, 1 ohm is connected across the load, he said. So that means you connect and find out the current. Now you find out this. This is your IL. Right, minus 2.2 into IL, minus IL, 1 into IL, minus 2 plus VTH is equal to 0. Now you substitute the values. Minus 2.2 minus 1, minus 3.2 is equal to minus VTH. Sorry, minus 2.2 into IL is equal to minus VTH. Minus 3.2 IL is equal to minus of VTH is minus 1.1. Minus gets cancelled. IL is equal to 1.1 divided by minus 3.2. How much is that? Minus 0.34. Minus 0.34 amps. You'll get it. So that is your, okay. What is this minus sign indicates? This minus sign indicates, see, we said that current is flowing from here to here. Since we got the IL as minus 0.34, actually this is not, current is not flowing from here to here, instead it is going from here to here. On the other hand, so when the current is flowing like this, means what? This is at higher potential compared to this one. But it is negative, means what? Current is going from here. That means B is at higher potential compared to A. So therefore current is flowing in this direction. Don't change the direction and all. This indicates that current flowing through this one is in the opposite to the assumed direction. We assume that current is flowing this way. But since we are getting negative, it means that current is flowing opposite to the assumed direction. That's all. Don't change the directions and all anywhere. Here with this also, you write it as it is. Apply KVL, wherever VTH will come, you substitute 1 point, minus 1.4. So, sir, minus is there, I'll change the polarity, that and all, don't do it. Okay. So, this is one of the problem on Thevenin's network. Okay, right. Now let us move on to one more problem. Okay, right. So now we shall check out with some of the examination problems. If at all, if you have any simple problems are there, we shall do it. Now I'll check with Norton's equivalent, 1 or 2 problems. Okay, right. So here is a question. This is a question from 2017. Because I wanted to do one problem on Norton's, that's why I've taken this. Okay. Obtain the Norton's equivalent circuit for the network shown in figure, he said. So how to do this? So this is for 6 marks from July 2017. And this is for 6 marks. One resistor, one voltage source, plus minus 4 volts. One more resistance with current source. I think I have done this problem. Norton's equivalent. In the beginning only I have done it, sorry. I have done this problem. It was asked in the examination. I have taken it from my notes itself. No need to do that. Okay, right. Okay, right. So here in the examination, we are not finding many problems on Norton's and the, what is that, the independent sources. So majority of the problems will be dependent sources and with complex values. This is the one, right? So now, how to solve the problems with the dependent sources? Okay, right? The procedure to find out ZTH and Zn will be different. Problems with dependent sources. Okay, to finding the VTH and I Norton will remain same. What we should do is ZTH. To find ZTH is found like this. ZTH is equal to Z Norton is equal to VTH divided by Thevenin's equivalent divided by I Norton. So this is a procedure when it is dependent source. So it is not open circuit impedance. Whenever there is a dependent source is there in your circuit diagram, you will have to find out both VTH as well as I Norton and divide that to get ZTH or Z Norton. Rest of things remain same. Okay, right? And this kind of problems are very, very important, and each and every paper is having this kind of problems. One by one we shall do it, right? So whenever there is a dependent source, whether they are asking Thevenin's or Norton, we'll have to find out first VTH and then we'll have to find out I Norton, irrespective of the problem. Okay, right? How to do this one? Now we shall go for one by one, how to solve these problems. Okay, right. Here is a question. See the questions what we have asked in the last year regular paper, January 2020. In this, state and prove Norton's theorem. Today I derived now that we should do it 6 marks. State and prove Norton's theorem for 6 marks. Another question for 8 marks. Find Thevenin's equivalent for the circuit shown in figure with respect to terminal X and Y. Okay, this is from January 2020. January 2020, and this is for 8 marks. The question is like this: find the Thevenin's equivalent for the circuit shown in figure with respect to terminal X and Y. So he said this one plus minus plus one resistance X, Y, 2I, 6 ohms, 20 volts, 6 ohms. This is your I. You should be very much careful while doing this kind of problems. All complicated problems are there in Thevenin's and Norton's. You have to, and time consuming is less. Thinking is more in this. More you think, and we can finish. If you know the idea, you can finish off very fast. So this is your 8 marks question. You have to find out Thevenin's equivalent. Okay. So dependent source is there. You will have to find out VTH as well as I. Irrespective of whether Thevenin's equivalent or Norton's equivalent, try to go for whenever dependent source is there, find out VTH, find out IN, and divide by that, we'll get VTH divided by I Norton, we'll get Thevenin's equivalent or Norton's equivalent. Both we can do it easily. First is to find VTH. VTH. What is that we have? Apply KVL. I. Now what is that we have? You call this by the same notation because only one loop is there. Minus 6I, minus 6I, minus to plus 2I, minus 6I, minus to plus 20 is equal to 0. Therefore, what will you get? Minus 6I, minus 6I, minus 12I. Minus 12I plus 2I minus 10I is equal to minus 20. Minus minus gets cancelled. I is equal to 2 amps. That is your I. Once you get this I, you go for VTH. Therefore, VTH is equal to what? You go from here to here. You go from here to here. Against now. Against is what is that we have? 6I. And what about the current flowing to this one? 0. Because open circuited, no current will flow. No current will flow means no drop across. Therefore, voltage across this one is nothing but equal to this one. Therefore, if you are going against, VTH is equal to 6 into I, which is equal to 6 into 2, which is equal to 12 volts. That is your VTH. Next, second step is what? To find I Norton. To find IN. Even though they are asking Thevenin's equivalent, to find out ZTH, we need VTH and I Norton whenever there is a dependent source. This is an important point you should remember. Don't try to make this is 0 and all. ZTH and Z Norton, whenever it's a dependent source is there, you'll have to take VTH divided by I Norton. So now I Norton we should find out. Plus minus, there is a resistance, voltage source, plus minus plus, there is a resistance, and here X, Y, this is your IN, 10 ohms, 2I, 6 ohms, 20 volts, and this is your I. Okay, right. Now you make it this one I1, this you make it I2, this is nothing but I1 minus I2, this is 6 ohms. Okay, right. Apply KVL. This is 2I. 2I is nothing but equal to 2 into I is nothing but what? I1 minus I2. 2I1 minus I2. Because I is equal to what? This is I. I is equal to I1 minus I2. Therefore, what will you get? This voltage is depending upon this current, and this current becomes I1 minus I2. So therefore, what is that you can write it? 2 into I1 minus I2. Now, what is that you can write? Start from this point. KVL. KVL to loop 1. KVL to loop 1. Starting from this point. Minus 6 I1 minus 2 plus 2 into I1 minus I2. You can write 2I and then you'll have to substitute. Instead of that, directly you can write it. And minus 6 into I1 minus I2 plus 20 is equal to 0. Now, what is that we have? Minus 6I1. If you want, you can do it directly. Okay, right. Minus 6I1 minus plus 2I1 minus 4I1 minus 4I1 minus 6I1 minus 10I1 minus 10I1. What about I2? Minus 2I2 plus 6I2 plus 6 minus 2 plus 6 andre plus 4I2 is equal to minus 20. Call this as equation number 1. Next, KVL to loop 2. KVL to loop 2. Start from this point. Minus 10I2. And if you come this way, plus 6 into I1 minus I2 is equal to 0. So 6I1 minus 10 minus 6 minus 16I2 is equal to 0. Call this as equation number 2. Now, what is that we have? Call this as, so now you write down the matrix. I1, I2. Okay, first one, what is that we have equation? Minus 10, 4, minus 20. Second one, 6, minus 16, minus 16, 0. Minus 16, minus 10, minus, okay, minus 16, 0. How much is that I1, I2? 3.5 amps. I2? 0.88 I1 and I2 we got it. Okay, right. Now you find out IN. IN is nothing but equal to what? IN is equal to I2 only, no? This is your IN is nothing but I2. Therefore, what is that we have? 0.88 amps. Next, to find, what is that? First step is to find VTH. Second step is to find I Norton. Third step is to find ZTH. ZTH, no need to write the circuit diagram. ZTH is equal to what? VTH divided by I Norton. VTH is how much? 2 amp, or sorry, 12 volts. 12 divided by 0.88. How much is that? ZTH is equal to 13.63 ohms. We got it. Okay, right? That is your. So what is the question? Question is what? Question in the examination is find the Thevenin's equivalent circuit for the circuit with respect to terminal X and Y is said. Okay, right. Now what you should do? Thevenin's equivalent, you should write it. So this is third step. Next is, this is fourth step. Thevenin's equivalent. Plus minus with one resistance. Resistance is 13.63 ohms and voltage is, what is that voltage? VTH. VTH is 12 volts. So this is the Thevenin's equivalent for the given circuit, and this is a question from the last year regular paper, January 2020 for 8 marks. Is it right? Can do now. So now let us move on to same kind of problems from the examination. Okay, right. So that is the problem from January 2020. Now let us check it with July 2020. Okay, right. One more problem is there from July 2020, 10 marks. Another examination problem from July 2020. July 2020, sorry, 2019, and is for 10 marks. Find the Thevenin's equivalent circuit for the network shown is said with complex values is given, and with the dependent source also is given. A combination of complex and dependent source, and this is the one. Minus plus 3VA is said, and this is your IS is said, source current 2 at an angle of 0 degree, and this is 10 ohms. This is plus minus VA, and here there is a impedance J10 ohms with terminal AB. Okay, right. So we'll have to find out the Thevenin's here. Dependent source plus complex value we have. Okay, right. Now first step is what? To find VTH. To find VTH. No need to write the circuit diagram once again. Here itself I'll write it. This current I'll write it as I. What is this current? And whatever the current is there, same current is flowing here. So no need to apply KVL. Directly we'll get the VTH. VTH is equal to current. This I is nothing but equal to, I is nothing from the network, I is equal to what? 2 at an angle of 0 is nothing but 2 amps only, no? So I is equal to 2 amps, you will get directly. Now you find out VTH. Go from here to here. What is that we have? This is nothing but, what is the current flowing to this one? I, no? 10 into I, against no, plus 10 into I, minus 2 plus is plus 3VA. Plus 3VA, current will not flowing through this one because it is open circuited. So therefore, but what is VA? VA is nothing but equal to what? This voltage. This voltage is nothing but equal to, if you want to find out this voltage, you have to go from here to here against. Therefore, VA is nothing but 10 into I. Substitute in this equation. VTH is equal to 10I plus 3 into 10I. How much is that? 10 into 3, 30 plus 10, 40I, which is equal to 40 into I is how much? 2, which is equal to VTH is equal to 80 volts. We got VTH is equal to 80 volts. Now, to find I Norton, to find IN. How will you find out IN? Write on the circuit diagram. Arrow mark. IN is nothing but short circuit current flowing through load terminals, he said. Minus plus 3 VA, and this is your J10 ohms. This is the load. IN is nothing but short circuit current flowing through load. And that's why I'm short circuiting the load. A, B, plus minus VA, and this is 10 ohms, and this is 2 amps. 2 at an angle of 0 is nothing but 2 amps. Now you apply the KVL. So this is I1 and this is I2 and this is I1 minus I2. Okay, right. KVL to loop 1. KVL to loop 1. KVL no need to find out in this because current source is in the perimeter of the network. Directly you will get the value as what? I1 is equal to 2 amps from the network. I1 is equal to 2 amps since current source is in the perimeter of the network. Next, KVL to loop 2. KVL to loop 2. Start from this point. Minus to plus 3 VA, and same direction minus 10J into I2 plus against the direction. So 10 into I1 minus I2 is equal to 0. Now you simplify this one. Okay, substitute for VA. VA is equal to what? But VA is equal to, what is VA? VA, this voltage is, this VA is different. This VA circuit is modified now. VA is nothing but what? Against 10 into I1 minus I2. This is your VA. Because current flowing through this I1 minus I2. But here it is open circuit, only I is flowing. So this circuit is different. Don't take this way values. So separately do it. What is that? We have VA is equal to 10 into I1 minus I2. 10 into I1 minus I2. Now you substitute in that equation. So what is that? We can write it 3 into 10 into I1 minus I2 minus 10J into I2 minus 10J into I2 plus 10 into I1 minus I2 plus 10 into I1 minus I2 is equal to 0. Now what is that? You can write it 3 into 10, 30 I1 plus 10, 40 I1. 40 I1, huh? 40 I1. Next I2, 30 minus 30 I2 minus 30 I2 minus 10 I2 minus 40 plus minus 40 I2 and minus 10J I2 minus 40 minus 10J into I2 is equal to 0. Now we know what is that? We know this current. What is that current? I1 is equal to 2 amps. Substitute. You don't use calculator because calculator become a matrix, it will become complex. Substitute I1 is equal to 2 amps. So 40 into 2 plus minus, you take common, minus of 40 plus 10J into I2 is equal to 0. 40 into 2, 80, transfer to right hand side. Minus of 40 plus 10J into I2 is equal to minus 80. Minus minus gets cancelled. I2 is equal to 80 divided by 40 plus 10J. Complex value. Kodi calculator. Okay, right. How to solve this one? Mode you go, complex 2 and 80 divided by bracket 40 plus 10i, close the bracket, equals S to D. So 1.88, I2 is equal to 1.88 minus 0.47 J. That is your I2. I2 we got it. Now, what about IL? IL, which is nothing but equal to IL. Sorry, it's not IL, IN. This is IN, which is equal to IN Norton's equivalent. We got it. Next, third step is what? To find ZTH. ZTH is equal to VTH divided by what? I Norton. VTH is how much? VTH is 80 divided by 1.88 minus 0.47 J. Now you divide that. So what is that we have? 80 divided by bracket 1.88 minus 0.47 I close the bracket equals 40.05. ZTH is equal to 40.05 plus 10J you will 40 plus 10J you will get ZTH. Next, what is that he is asking in the question? What is the question? Question is what? See, whenever this kind of question, whenever dependent source is there, Thevenin's or Norton's equivalent, first you find out VTH, ZTH, VTH, IN, ZTH. It is common. Then you think what he is asking. What he is asking in this question? The question is, which one? Which paper it was asking? This is from July 2019, no? July 2019. Yeah. Find the Thevenin's equivalent. Thevenin's equivalent means what? Equivalent, you write it. So, plus minus Thevenin's equivalent ZTH, VTH. This is your terminal A, B. ZTH is what? 40 plus 10J. And VTH is how much? 80 volts. That's all. This is 10 marks question in the examination, July 2019. So like this, we can solve the problem. So whenever dependent source is there, we should be very much careful. Okay, right. One more problem from the same paper, July 2019 for 10 marks. This is very interesting, it looks like. Okay, right. Now, this is a 10 marks question from July 2019. July 2019, 10 marks. Once again from the same problem. One he has given on Norton's, one he has given on Thevenin. Earlier I did Thevenin's, this is Norton's. This is a very interesting problem, which is repeated many times in the examination, not only 4 or 5 times from the past 20 years. We have seen this question in many papers. It's a very interesting problem. Let us see what is this interesting. R. This he called as IB. This he called as IA. This is 2000 IA. This is 6000. This is 1000 ohms. This is X. This is Y. And this is 12 volts. Okay, right. Now what is the question? Find the value of IB using Norton's equivalent when R is equal to 667 ohms. 660. Here calculator usage is very, very important, and your approximations how you do, that is also very, very important. And many students, otherwise you will get nearby value only. Okay, right? So let us see. Once dependent source is there, what you should do? First VTH, irrespective of the problem, VTH, I Norton, ZTH and ZDH or ZN, both are same only. So first you do these three. Later on we shall see the question paper, what he is asking. So 10 marks. So if you do that, you will get almost 8 marks. The last step will fetch you 1 or 2 marks. So once you see the dependent source with Norton's or Thevenin, just blindly do VTH, I Norton, ZTH or ZN. Then you think what he is asking. Okay, right. Now go for to find VTH. First step is to find VTH. What you should do? Plus minus plus minus, and this is open circuited, and 1000 ohms, this is your IA, and this is your 2000 IA, and this is your 6000, and this is 12 volts. This is your VTH. Okay, right. Now what is that? You can write it. Go for KVL. Go for KVL. You call it as I. So what is that? You can write it, or you can call it as IA itself. Only one current is there. Therefore, what is that? You can write it. Minus 6000 IA plus to minus is minus 2000 IA and minus 1000 IA, minus 1000 IA, and minus to plus is plus 12 is equal to 0. How much is that? Minus 6000 minus 2, 8000 minus 10 minus 9000. Minus 9000 IA is equal to minus 12. Transfer to right hand side. Minus minus. IA is equal to 12 divided by 9000. How much is that? 12 by 9, you tell me. 1.333. 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3. 1.333 milliamps. 1.3333 milliamps. Okay, right. IA. Next. Therefore, VTH is equal to what? You go from here to here. 1000 into IA. 1000 into IA. VTH is equal to 1000 into IA. IA is how much? 1.333 milli into milli. This milli gets cancelled with 1000. Therefore, VTH is equal to what? 1.333 volts. Next, to find I Norton. This is very interesting. Carefully observe this. What is that we have is a voltage source plus minus. There is a resistance. There is a voltage source plus minus, and there is a resistance here, and this is the short circuited terminal. This current I'll call it as IN, and this is your IA, and this is 2000 IA, 6000, 12 volts. Okay, right. So 1000 ohms. Now you see this one. Since this is short circuited, in between we don't have any resistance, all the current will flow here only, there is no current at all. Therefore, IA is equal to 0, because always current will flow through the least resistance path. So there is no current flow through this one, therefore all the current will flow here only, therefore IA becomes 0. IA becomes 0 means this will become 0. This will become 0 means voltage source becomes 0. Because this is short circuited, all the current will flow through this one, and IA, no current will flow through this one, therefore IA is 0. And this is a source which is depending upon this current. But this current is 0 means what? IA becomes 0. IA becomes 0 means this is 0. This voltage source becomes 0. Voltage source becomes 0 means what? It becomes short circuited. Now you write down the current IN. IN is equal to, what is that we have? Start from this. This loop current you can call it as IN now. Minus 6000 IN. Minus 6000 IN. Minus 6000 IN. Here this becomes 0. Short circuited. And plus 12 is equal to 0. Minus 6000 IN is equal to minus 12. Therefore, what will you get? So, this is 6000. This is 1000. And this is 2. Therefore, IN is minus minus gets cancelled. IN is equal to 2 milliamps now. 2 milliamps. Okay, right. Next, to find IN, we got it. To find ZTH. What is that he said? Norton's or Thevenin's? The question is Norton's equivalent is said. Okay, they are both are the same. ZTH is nothing but Zn only, which is equal to VTH divided by I Norton. Whether it is a Norton's theorem or the Thevenin's theorem, whenever there is a dependent source, ZTH is equal to Zn is equal to VTH divided by I Norton. VTH is how much? VTH 1.33. 1.333 divided by 2 milli. How much is this? 0.66666 kilo. 0.66666 kilo ohms. That is nothing but equal to 0.66 into kilo is nothing but 666, and this 6 can be approximated as 667 ohms ZTH. Next, to write Norton's equivalent. To write Norton's. Okay, right? A current source, and in parallel with that there is an impedance. What is that value? 667 ohms. And this one, what is that? We have 2 amps. And this one, okay, load you connect across XY. Across the load connected, what is the load? R is equal to what? 667 ohms. 667 ohms is connected. This is your R. Find the current flowing through R using Norton's theorem, you said. No need to calculate anything. 667 ohms, 667 ohms. If you are not approximating properly, here if you say 1.33, if you take it, then you will have to approximate it in the later stages. You may get 664, 5 or 669 like that you will get it. If you approximate like this, then it becomes very easy for you at the end. And what is that we have? Current flowing through this one, I'll call it as IL. No need to calculate anything. Current divides equally in equal resistor. 2 amps is there. Out of that, because these two are equal resistors, current will divide equally in equal resistor. Out of these 2 amps, 1 amps will go here, 1 amps will go here. Therefore, IL is equal to 1 amps. 1 amps is the current. Okay, right? So that's what we should find out. IN. So sorry, 1 amps Allah, 1 milliamps, 2 milliamps. So this is 1 milliamps. 1 milliamp is the IN is 2 milliamps. This 2 milliamps, 1 milliamp will flowing through 667 ohms. That's how we should do it. This is one of the very interesting problem. While doing the problem, your approximations, you should be very much careful. If you are not doing it, then you will have to go for branch current method and you should have to solve it, right? Okay, anyhow, I'll continue in the next class. I'll stop at this level. I'm off my mic. Hmm.